Alright. Hopefully my birds will stop chirping. It's very hard to make a video when you guys are screaming at me. This video is going to be about, it's gonna be, you know how I was gonna say it's like a pet care channel? Yeah. Well, alright, so I had this idea that I would make a video of me just, cleaning the bird cage. And I know that sounds like a very dumb video idea, but it's what I'm gonna do. And guys, can you please stop? Thank you. Oh my god. I'm gonna be straight up. I don't have a lot of motivation to clean my bird's cage, so the more motivation, the better. So this might hopefully motivate me, and we're gonna see how it works at. Start with what I do daily. Alright, this is what I do daily. I give them their food, or fresh food, and fresh water in their bath too. So, as you can see, this is a very nasty bottle of water, and I just spilled it on my knee, so that's wonderful. But it has a very small amount too, so we're going to need to refill that and clean it out. And I use spring water from the store because it's recommended that you don't use straight tap water for your birds. In fact, that's very unhealthy for them, so don't do that. Special water for them, yeah. So, here's a demonstration of me putting in the water. So here's the tube full of water, and you put this thing, you snap this thing there. There we go. And yeah, let me go find the other tube now. Now that we have that tube back in the cage, we have this tube full of water now, and I use these multi-drops in this tube because I have two tubes, and I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you really don't need multi-drops for your birds, like that's really not necessary. And to them I say, well, whatever, I can do it, okay? Because I had an underweight bird. He had been neglected before I owned him, so he was very underweight. And the multi-drops seriously helped him to grow stronger. And I think, personally, it helps all of my birds grow stronger. So, I don't know. That's why I use multi-drops. And yeah, if you ever come over and you see this tube and it's like completely green, don't worry, the water's not like poopy and disgusting. It just has my multi-drops in it, and the multi-drops turns it green, kind of. Well, not right now. I guess it has to sit there a while before it actually goes green, you know. And we're done with the water, except we still need to fill up this bathtub. It's a tub for them. And it was completely nasty before I cleaned it out, so I really didn't want to show that on camera. That's very unnecessary. That's disgusting. But basically, if you own birds, you should expect a lot of poop and disgusting things, and it's very, very hard to clean their cage. We're putting the water on the side here. See how it kind of just hangs out. There we go. Yeah! Right, and that's it for the water. Also, P.S. I could just use a normal bowl for their bath or whatever, and I used to do that, but it splashes all over the cage, and I just really don't like that, so I got an actual one that attaches to the side of the cage. I think it's a lot more helpful, even though it's really painful to fill that up and attach it on the cage again. I hate doing it, but I have to do it. These two bags, or whatever, are the bags I have that are full of the treats. This just has the normal seed in it. This has all the other treats and stuff. So I'm gonna get to talking about the seed now. So Now, okay, people with pet birds often don't know how to really feed their birds because there's a lot more to it than just normal plain seed. And so, obviously, when you get your seed, it's not going to be seed for the wild birds out there, it's seed for pet birds, right? Well, a lot of the bags have mixes of seeds and stuff. And I think you should start out with plain seed and then add all different kinds of seeds. Not add it to it, but see if your bird see what your birds like so that you can make or buy the right kind of seed mix for them, and know what they enjoy best. I didn't explain that correctly, but I tried. So, I have two trays, not trees. I have two trays of seeds that I use you know, that I use for the food. And now I want you to look at this real quick. The camera's never gonna focus on it, but basically, a lot of the seeds that are in it have been cracked open. So both these dishes may look decently full, but they aren't. And I want you to be very careful if you have any pet birds or whatever. That will happen a lot where the dish looks full, but really the seeds are empty because I already ate from the seeds. And if you're not careful, you could accidentally starve your bird if you don't refill it. Oh, there's a pile of poop in this dish. That's lovely. Be careful not to spill your seeds all over the floor like I do every single day. After filling up both of the trays with fresh seed, just stick it back in there. Stick it back in there, let it hang from the side of the cage or whatever. So I fed them, I gave them their water, and I filled their bath. So all of the things I do daily for my birds is now completed. So we're going to move on to things I do every other day. Well, mostly every other day. It's kind of irregular, but for the most part, every other day. Now, okay, remember what I said about how birds' diets are a lot more complicated than people think. You can't just stick a bowl of seed and they'll be happy. They need a lot more. So I'm going to go through some treats that I give them a lot. This is millet spray, and for some reason, I guess it's completely empty already. I don't know why I had the empty bag in there, but I did. So that's the throwaway. Okay, let's move on to the grit. I have parakeets, and parakeets, they can't be fed too much grit. They'll actually get very, very sick if they have too much grit. So just be careful with that, okay? Just give them very small amounts. They'll get very sick if they have too much. But if they don't have too much, it's a good healthy treat for them. Yeah. I give my birds a tray once in a while. A tray, and that's what I fill their treats with. That's what I put. I can't talk. So anyway, this is beet conditioner, and I'm gonna pour some grits into here. My birds don't really like banana chips, even though I bought a whole bag of them, only to realize, I guess small birds don't like banana chips as much as the bigger birds do, like parrots and stuff. But yeah, so I put three chips in there anyway, because sometimes they'll eat it, but it's kind of a rarity. They're kind of like, it's kind of gross, I'm going to add a fourth one just to make it symmetrical in the bowl, because, I don't know, it's fancy that way. It's better that way. I like to pretend that I'm fancy with my snacks. I'm really not. Once you're finished with any treats that you want to give your birds, just stick it right in there and then rearrange their toys. That's always a good thing to do. Birds get bored very easily. They need a lot of toys and they need them rearranged sometimes. But I need to clean my bird's cage, so we're going to skip where I show putting in treats and and rearranging toys, and I'm going to do that after I clean my bird's cage, because the cage is just kind of nasty and I really need to clean it. So yeah, that brings me to what you should do weekly. Your bird's cage, sorry, there's a bit of eyeliner there, whatever. In your bird's cage there should be a tray that's underneath the cage, a little tray that you can pull out, that you can clean all the poop off and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that off, but I don't really want to show that on camera because I think that's too nasty, because after even just a week, that thing gets nasty real quick, real fast. Like, if you know birds, you know it. So, now I've cleaned the tray, and as you can see, it's kind of massive, because I have a big cage, like a very big cage. So, I've cleaned the tray now, and, here's just another extra thing you can do, because cleaning the tray can be very tedious and nearly impossible for me, at least. So take paper towels or newspaper. A lot of people say newspaper is better because it's heavier and less fragile, won't like break as easily. But I just use paper towels because it's what I have right now. My family doesn't really get newspapers, so I need to work on that, though. I really would rather newspapers myself because they seem thicker, but... Okay, well, apparently we just ran out of paper towels. We're gonna have to go and buy more. That's kind of unfortunate because I really hate cleaning it after, like, it's been bare without the paper towels. Paper towels have, like, saved my life. But I'm keeping this empty thingy for the birds because I always do that with the paper towel things because birds love to use them as toys, so whatever, good enough. I slide this thing back in there. The bigger the cage, the harder it is to get the tray back in there, but that's what I do. And I just stuck my thumb all over the camera, but that's okay. Here I am, and a bird already pooped in there already. Here I am sticking things back in the cage on the tray. I'm trying to stick some stick in there, but it's hard because it's like massive, but there we go. The tray, the treat tray, so toy, this is another toy I made them. Yeah, so I don't have very many treats and toys right now to stick on the floor because I'm running low on everything, but there you go. There's Bert. She's looking angry. I think I woke her up. Did I wake you from your nap? And finally, here's some things that you should do monthly. Sandpaper the toys to get the poop off of it. Sandpaper the entire cage and just scrape poop off of the cage. And anywhere where there's poop, scrape it with sandpaper. Sandpaper helps it. I do that monthly. Disinfect it with some disinfectant spray, which I don't even have right now. I ran low on it. I ran out, I mean. Anyway, so I'm not doing either of those monthly things, but those are monthly things I do. I'm not doing that today, though, because I already did it recently, and also I don't have any disinfectant spray. And also, this video is getting really long, I think. Is it? I really have no clue at this rate. I'm gonna go now. Sorry this was such an unprofessional video and stuff. It's hard to appear professional, and I'm not professional, and I'm not gonna fake that I am, so yeah. And I hope you like this video. I hope it wasn't too boring. If it was, I'm really sorry, and I'm gonna go, and I don't know how to say bye again, so I'm just gonna say it. Bye.